So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he gets him around 6 there. That play wrapped up by Mario Davis. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ready up.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. Set, go.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. Ready.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Got it. Ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Watson with the catch. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And they send a man in motion. It's Montgomery on 3rd.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Escapes the pocket. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Second down and 10. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these two play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on third down and finish off a brisk 3-and-out to begin the game.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Fields out of the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Capped by Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
All right, set now, first and 10. Defense showing blitz, Daniels. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders stretch their early lead to 9. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders go up 10-zip here in the first. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He'll get this to Means. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Don't jump, ready?
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
One play. 11. All right.
Another try following the sack. Uh-oh, it's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, Brock, you know that I like to spin positive, so at the very least, they were able to get to that fumble and only give up 2. Easily could have been 6 there.
Well, why don't you haul down to the field and tell those defenders to be positive, too? Because some of their body language is a little dejected. I get it. You wanted 6 points once that ball hit the deck. But cheer up, boys. 2 points in possession, that's not bad either.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 2-score. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Throwing from the gun here. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Play fake here, Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Let go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
Looking to throw Fields. He puts everything behind this. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast.
You got it.
Fields on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Right.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's able to work this down to the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shaheed coming in motion left.
Right.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Achane, a first down carry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here. From the 16. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Hop, go. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 4-yard loss.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 3rd and long for Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd down carry for Achan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And it's the Saints, who have 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Sit high.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. He breaks the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Sit high.
1st down throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. From the 31. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq. Dragon 60.
Now Daniels to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Daniels on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, kid, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Trap 60.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Mario Davis. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He's got Shaheed. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken. Go. Right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, son. Right.
Another throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. He's back to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Angel.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Finds a man, right side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
That's brought in by Miller. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go, go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Hey, Monday. Here we go. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. Catch is made in close. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2.
Here we go, son.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
Commanders 12.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. This is Montgomery running right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Montgomery now up the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Alert! Go!
Handoff running right. Montgomery. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And that's good for a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Montgomery does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Montgomery. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Completes this one to Hill. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Here we go. Good.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. The Commanders going dime here to defend this 3rd down. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Warrior 70. Set go.
Throwing now, Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. On the move, past the 40. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready, go.
They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's out of bounds, just inside the red zone. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
70 range.
Daniels on 1st down. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders down by only 3. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. The throw is caught. And that's a Washington touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Right.
Here he is to throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Back to throw. Hits his running back. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
It's good. Here we go, son. Easy. Right.
He'll look to throw it. He'll get this to Means. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Slot man motioned over. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here we go, son.
Now to throw. He's got it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Right.
And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Commanders 26.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Storms are mine, but you know she living major. When you flying up the sun, ain't no cages. Don't live whatever they praise and stay in Vegas.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10 now. Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation on this. That's complete inside the 35. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
10 shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't